Watch your backs. Morning, ladies. Ella. Thank you. Miss Feona.
Thanks.
He's some fun piece of work.
Fiona.
Eggs are cold.
They're hot out of the pan. What do you expect me to do, mister? Put them back in the chicken?
Give a damn what you do, woman. I ain't eating them.
Well, now, that ain't my problem, is it?
Hell, it ain't. You murdering son of a bitch.
Settle down now, mister. What's this all about? You want to take it outside?
Out the way!
How'd you say you wanted your eggs?
Stop it! You're going to kill him!
On your feet.
What kind of a man are you?
I kind of don't like bullets for breakfast.
Leave him be!
Going back to bounty hunting, Cole? Or is this just a sporting occasion?
My lord. You practically took the man's head off. What were you trying to do?
Distract him.
There's paper on him, all right. Looks like you got yourself a $20 reward coming. He's wanted down at Fort Benton for robbing a drug emporium.
You missed your chance to cash in on him, Austin. A lawman like yourself should have known he had a price on his head the minute he rode into town.
And I suppose you did.
I ran into his brother and him up the Dakotas about a year back. Had to put a cap on his brother. Got 100 for him.
Good day, gentlemen. So there's the vermin, is it? Nice work, Austin. It's good to see someone upholding the law in this town.
Of course, I'll have to fine you $10 for disturbing the peace. Then there's $5 for the good doctor's services.
So all I guess $5?
Sorry. Administration fee.
Let this be a lesson, you heathen scum. The hand of justice is seen to the likes of you. Would you agree? Newt. Got into him.
got into you is more like it. Can't you see I'm busy?
Pardon me, Sheriff Peel.
Mr. Call. Your actions were a bit excessive, don't you think?
What I do is none of your business.
But your public brutality is. If you insist on such behavior, I suggest you confine yourself to the other side of town.
Why would Carl keep beating up on him after he had him whooped?
Because he was enjoying it, that's why. Swear to God, I feel like I'm living with a wild animal under my roof. Even the other boarders are starting to complain.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem like the baddest sort.
Don't seem to have no woman of his own. I never see him come into Twyla's.
Not so.
He's a lone wolf, all right.
Well, it's just as well.
I just pity the woman who finds his boots under her bed.
Don't tell me you're planning to...
Fiona, what do you want with Carl?
Just 'cause I'm a whore, it don't mean I don't appreciate a good challenge.
You're Carl, ain't you?
What of it?
You took out that drifter over at the hotel this morning, didn't you? Let me buy you a drink. Whiskey.
Yeah, I can pay for my own.
This is Carl, fellow that busted up that drifter. Hey.
Looks like you mean to do some serious drinking.
Man's gotta have a pastime.
Care for some company?
Only got the one glass.
I don't mind sharing. White, what are you doing that for? You want to hurt yourself? I guess you do. Of course, you're so liquored up you wouldn't feel it anyway.
Spending the night with a whore is gonna change all that, I suppose?
What have you got against whores?
Nothing. My mother was a whore.
Well, looks like we got something in common after all.
I don't know what you got in mind, but you can forget it.
Hey, I don't hold with what folks say about you. I like to judge a man for myself.
You got no idea what kind of man I am.
That so? I think, under all that head busting and gun shooting, is a decent man. You keep riding on the road you're on, you're gonna wind up crowbait.
You ever kill a man? I mean up close where you can see the light go out of his eyes. I have. I suppose killing folks who've got it coming to them is the only thing I'm good for.
Now that's not true. I don't believe that, and neither do you.
Why don't you just stay the hell away from me?
You're gonna have to try harder than that.
I'll raise you. Where's your two?
He folds.
I had $3 riding on that hand.
I'm awfully sorry. Join me, won't you? What the hell are you doing? Need I remind you that a whore was killed the other night?
I'm working on it. Relax. But I doubt whoever did it sticking around town waiting to get caught.
That is not the point, Sheriff Peel. Seeing women killed in the streets is not part of my vision for this town. At the very least, you could be out there giving the impression that the law is on top of this.
I'll shake a few bushes and see what turns up. But I don't know what you expect me to do.
Half the men in this town are guilty of something. Now, if you don't know how to use that badge, I will find someone who does.
Services in the morning. What kind of bastard would do this?
She must have met all kinds.
Ain't that the truth? This country's hard enough on a woman alone. Men don't make it any easier. A couple of Twyla's girls bought pistols from me since this happened. At least she's at rest now.
Such a tragedy. Truly horrendous.
My tonsils?
Heavens, no. I was referring to the murder of that prostitute. Feona, wasn't it? Unfasten your shirt, please. Does Sheriff Peel have any idea how the poor woman died?
It would appear she was stabbed repeatedly.
Stabbed? How dreadful. Fiona was such a delightful flower of a girl.
Familiar with Twyla's ladies, are you, Doc?
Yes. Professionally, of course.
Of course.
Vicious crime like this is a scourge in the community. The whole town's all abuzz with idle speculation, rumors, gossip, that sort of thing.
Nothing like a bloody murder to get tongues wagging.
Are there any particular suspects?
Not yet. Probably one of her clients.
You think this is a crime of passion?
Makes as much sense as anything else. Holes inflame a man's desires, Doctor. Toy with them. Of course, that is what they get paid for, among other things.
Yes, well, it appears you have a touch of Quinsey, inflamed tonsils, that sort of thing. I just received this ointment from a colleague from Boston.
What the hell is that?
Camphor, topical spirits.
Mule's manure by the smell of it. Get it away from me.
Well, I guess I could suggest a hot bath.
Well, why didn't you suggest that in the first place?
Planting the whore on Bob?
Yes, Sheriff. I'm Mara. Women of the church auxiliary wouldn't have her in holy ground.
She was a friend of yours, wasn't she?
Well, everybody liked Miss Fiona.
Everybody with a silver dollar and half hour to spare.
You should not speak ill of the dead, Sheriff.
I've been asking around town who was with her that day. Word is you were keeping company with her, that's so?
Miss Fiona's a kind lady.
How kind on Bob? Did she teach you the manly arts?
No, sir. It wasn't like that. She was teaching me to read and write. Wouldn't take no money nor nothing.
Maybe you were expecting too much. You were sweet on her. Sure you didn't try and take advantage of her? She got you all lathered up. You threw a fit. Next thing you know...
No, sir. She was a nice lady, that's all. A nice lady.
Where were you that night? Don't lie to me, I'll know if you're lying.
I was in my room all by my lonesome.
You swear on a Bible? You don't want to burn in eternal damnation, do you, Bob?
I swear, I never seen her after the book learning. I couldn't hurt Miss Fiona. Not ever.
I hope not. I surely do. I'll be watching you.
Well, Mr. Mosby, I thought a gentleman was supposed to rise when ladies enter a room.
Philo, this had better be important.
What am I paying you protection money for when one of my girls can end up dead in the street?
Oh, well, my apologies. I'll have Sheriff Peel put a deputy under every bed.
This ain't no joke.
Tell me, Della. I mean business, Mr. Mosby. Until that killer's caught, my girls are in danger.
Damn right we are.
And so long as they're in danger, I'm bolting my doors.
You can't be serious.
Damn right I am.
And what makes you think I would allow you to do something like that?
Ooh, listen, Mr. Mosby. Nobody controls me and my girls. And as of tonight, the men of Curtis Wells are gonna find this one cold and lonely little town. That's right. Listen, you see to it that Fiona's killer pays the piper. Come on, girls.
Shut the damn door, at least!
Lose something, Cole? Or bled like a stuck pig. Made a real mess. Don't you think it's kind of funny you're the one to find the dead whore? After all, you were drinking with her the night before. She got you, did she, Cole?
You don't know nothing of it.
Word is you got blind drunk. Some men get to drinking, they start to see things. Dark things. And then they get to doing those things.
Sounds like the sort of man I keep clear of.
Failed in my vigil.
It's nearly 10 in the morning. You've been up all night again, haven't you?
I let my guard down and look what happened. That girl, that poor dead girl, it's all my fault.
Stop it! Stop it!
Go get your sister and tell her to finish typesetting the second page. Go get Hannah.
You remember me?
If I owe you money, I ain't got it. If you owe me, cough it up.
You offered to buy me a drink the other night. I've got some questions.
Well, mister, there's few enough things in this old life a man has a choice in. And one of them's who he drinks with. You remember me now? Now that you mention it, you was in here the other night. You was with Feona.
Was she with anyone else?
No, sir. You put away quite a belly full of whiskey, and then she left with you at closing time.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I told you like it was.
You sure we ain't been through a proper period of mourning yet?
Shut up, Della. Not even in the ground yet, and this is a matter of principle.
Yeah, well, your principle's costing us plenty.
Excuse me, Mr. Call? May I have a word with you, please? You're investigating the murder of the prostitute, are you not?
About it.
What I have to tell you is in the utmost confidence. Fiona and I, that is to say, we had a private arrangement. You do appreciate what I mean by private, don't you?
You were poking her, is that it?
If you want to put it crudely. I'm afraid she might have been killed on her way here to see me.
Any idea who?
Well, no. I just thought it might help if you knew
what? But you're not man enough to show your face at a whorehouse when you want a piece of tail?
Please, lower your voice.
How do I know you didn't come looking for her? How do I know that you didn't catch her with somebody else and stick that knife in her back?
No. I could never. I preserve life, I don't take it. Not all of us are capable of killing.
Done, Bob. Easy now. You're under arrest.
What for?
Take him, boys.
How could you chuck on Bob in jail?
Well, unless I'm mistaken, it was Sheriff Peel who made the arrest.
You and I both know that nothing happens in this town unless you pull a string.
You flatter me. It's up to a judge now. I mean, if Bob is innocent and can prove it, well, he's got nothing to worry about.
You have the wrong man in jail and the whole town knows it. You just want to keep your whorehouse open. Well, let me tell you something. In case you haven't noticed, Twyla's doors are still locked.
I will take that under advisement. Good day, Miss Shaw.
Please, Call. You gotta get me out of here. I can't stand to stay in a place like this. I can't stand it. I'll be good. I promise I'll be good.
Settle down, Bob. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Sheriff Peel says he won't let me go unless I talk. I ain't done nothing but talk. And he still won't let me go.
You shut him the hell up. My head's about to come apart because of you.
Now you shut up. Stay out of it. They think you killed Fiona.
Well, I told him I didn't. I'd burn in hell if I told a lie.
You're not gonna burn in hell.
I didn't mean to keep it. I just put it in my pocket and forgot. I didn't mean to keep it.
Keep what?
The $20 double eagle he gave me for burying Miss Fiona.
Who?
I promised him I wouldn't tell.
Who, Bob?
He said he wanted a proper Christian burial for her. And the best coffin we had.
Now, I realize that secrets are sacred things. But I think just this once you could tell me. Just this once.
You promise you won't tell a single soul?
I promise. Tell me.
Gentlemen,
Miss Twyla's is open for business.
You can't do this. We're not receiving callers, gentlemen.
The only thing closed hereabouts is your mouth. Is that clear?
Just because you tossed poor Unbob in jail doesn't mean
Now
that
listen,
you...
I'm only going to say this once. This establishment is open till I say otherwise. I won't be challenged on this. Do we have an understanding? Good. Now remember, the next time you're thinking of locking your doors, that I can have a wagon load of harlots here from Great Falls before you can spit. It's funny, a good horse is hard to find around these parts, but whores, they're easily replaced.
Mr. Mosby, if another one of my girls gets hurt, I'll hold you personally responsible. Well, girls, we're open for business. Boys, welcome to Twyla's. Best sporting house west of the Missouri.
We could always bust him out.
And what good would that do? Turn Unbob into a wanted fugitive? Now, we both know who's responsible. The man is capable of anything.
You think Carl had something to do with Feona?
He found the body. Chef Peel was talking to him this morning like he had his suspicions.
Carl may be a lot of things, but he's no woman killer.
Maddie, the man was blind drunk. How do you know what happened that night? Now, can you honestly tell me it never crossed your mind that Carl might have done it?
That Feona. She really got around, didn't she?
Don't you speak of her.
I made Unbob break his promise and he told me you gave him $20 for the funeral.
Not for me, she'd be alive today.
Saying you killed her?
You also bear the burden of guilt.
I don't know what went on with you two. Just tell me what happened. Look, Austin's got Unbob locked up in that cell waiting to get his neck stretched less than you tell people the truth.
You killed her.
You don't know what you're talking about.
And I let my guard down in the dark of night, and you let the devil take me. My daughter's still here, you know. She's in the walls. She's in the curtains she made. She's in the floors she scrubbed.
You shut up about her.
You took my only daughter from me. And then you let her die.
You're crazy. Huh?
Can't even say her name, can you? Say it!
Did you feed my chickens? They get right pernickety if they don't get their feed on time. Especially Blackie and Rufus.
I'll see to it, Bob.
What about Miss Fiona's funeral? Do you think Sheriff Peel let me go?
Forget it. Shouldn't be around the prisoners without me here. These are desperate men.
Bob's no killer. He's got chickens he won't eat because he's too attached to them.
Well, he'll have to do till something better comes along. Until then, he'll have to stay where he is.
After the fire, I went into a dark place, somewhere inside myself. When I came into the light again, I knew what the Lord wanted me to do. I'm his watcher, his sentinel. But I should have seen it following you when you returned. You brought death back with you.
I did no such thing.
Then you saw Fiona. You knew the angels that smiled on her, just like Hannah.
What was going on with you in that hole? What'd she do to your head?
Not what you think. We committed no sin. She was kind and giving. She eased my pain. She helped me remember the days when Hannah was with us.
How? By play acting? Letting you pretend she was still alive?
She brought her back to me in her way.
My lord.
But you took her from me, just like you took Hannah.
No. No! 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 It wasn't me. Somebody must have got a hold of my knife. Damn it, Josiah! Listen to me!
Tell it to your unholy master when you reach the gates of hell.
If you got the sand to pull that trigger, then do it. Do it!
That's what you want me to do, isn't it?
She still looks so pretty. Twyla always said she was the prettiest of us all.
I guess things must be kind of stirred up over there.
Well, what do you think? There's a killer out there ready to cut us up.
Della, how do you do it? Being with men like that?
Hell, I don't know. I never set out to be a whore. It just worked out that way. The sort of men who wanted me were never the marrying kind, so I figured I might as well get paid for it. Made me feel special in a funny kind of way. She was the best, though. Men come to her like bees to a blossom. All she had to do was just smile that smile, and the rest of us would just sit there and wait while she did the picking and choosing.
Guess I never thought of it that way.
The pretty ones never do. You don't have to. The rest of us, well, we have to fight over the scraps, don't we? Anyway, I've had it with this life. I'm moving on.
Any place in particular?
I've got a sister in Denver. Figure I'd hole up with her for a while. And if that don't work out, there's always a cat house looking for new blood.
Son of a bitch.
Stop it!
I didn't kill Fiona.
Stop!
God, I'm sorry. But you gotta listen to me, Josiah. I didn't kill Fiona, as God is my witness. Why can't you see that?
You let my daughter die.
No! Damn it!
You knelt there.
You watched it burn.
No, think. Remember, you were there.
Josiah! Hannah is dead and gone. Don't. And there's nothing we can do to change that. Don't. We both loved her. And nothing could change that either. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What do you mean she took off?
What do you think I mean? She rode out of here on the stage about an hour ago.
She said something about a sister in Denver.
She's only got a brother, and he lives in Omaha.
You're never gonna catch up to her.
What the hell do you know about it?
It came back to me. It was Della.
My Lord, are you sure?
What the hell happened to you?
Had a run-in is all.
I best wire ahead to the next stop. We'll catch her there.
Austin, I can wait. I'd best see to your father. He's at your old house.
I knew you couldn't have done it.
Let's bring in Bob and have us a drink.
I think I'll pass on the drink.
Suit yourself, Carl. But I was gonna buy you one.
On second thought, I could use one. But just one. Easy now. Easy, girl. I'll take care of you.
How's the mare?
She took a bad step a while back.
Who'd have figured Della?
Not you.
Nope. My money was riding on you.
Sorry to disappoint you.
No matter. Would have been a strange thing, lynching my own brother-in-law.
You know, Austin, us being kin don't seem to amount to much anymore.
Even so, I got my sensibilities.
Next time, show some to Unball.
This town wanted to see a man in jail. Mosby wanted to keep Twyla's open. Besides, I knew you'd turn yourself in before you'd let him swing.
You enjoy stirring the pot, Austin. What gives you the right to mess with people like you do?
This thing right here. And the sooner you learn to respect it, the better.
I don't know what you want from me, Austin.
I got to talking to my father. And the way I make it, he's lucky you didn't kill him.
How's he doing?
He's sleeping. First time since I don't know how long. I don't know what goes on in his head anymore. Ever since, well, he just don't think like regular folks. That's all.
Just leave him be. He'll come around soon enough. A man's pain is a personal thing.
Thank you.